Many men do not care if a woman is in a relationship, married or not, they're still going to try to hit on her. But most times, I've observed that these men chase a woman more when they know she's in a relationship, and they even go harder when they know who her boyfriend or husband is, because they know exactly who they're up against. So why do these men love to go after married women, or women who are in a relationship? Is it for their ego, just to hurt the man, or because they really love the woman? Probably not. Simple answer, it's way cheaper and easier for these dudes to go after women who are taken. Let me explain the psychology behind this. Here's a bunch of dudes, and they're all sitting around this woman as just friends. They know that this lady is single, but none of them wants to commit to her. First, here's why. They don't know if she's up for fun or actively looking for commitment. If it's commitment, they can't just give her that. Moreover, they don't know if they can really win her over, as they are up against many other guys who might be better. Rich or not rich, commitment is the most expensive thing you can give to a person. Giving money and buying stuff is easier, especially if you have a bit of money. Finally, she finds a guy who's ready to commit, and the guy has had some rough patches to get here. It wasn't easy for him, but he finally wins her approval, and the game just started. Her main guy knows that he's expected to make his woman happy, and he has a list of responsibilities and stuff he's supposed to do for the relationship to work. This lady has high expectations of this dude, and because of that, she might tend to focus on what the guy is not doing well and the areas he's lacking, because it's a normal thing as humans. When we have high expectations of people, we tend to focus more on what they didn't do well and less on what they've already done well. Because this dude is falling short of a few of her expectations, these other dudes see a chance. All it takes is for one of the guys over here to identify and break down the problems and insecurities this lady is facing in her relationship, and then try his best to meet those needs. She starts building trust with this seemingly innocent guy, and before long she lowers her guards and the honeypot is finally opened up to him. This other dude has invested more into the relationship, but because he didn't meet some expectations, it seems like he's not really trying. This guy took care of a few extra problems, and because she has very little expectations from him as a friend, he gets a relatively higher reward. Here's the smartest move by this guy. He just remains by the side and performs some doodly duties. I mean, solving the little problems and taking care of the little tasks, which the main guy may not really have the time to do because he has some other responsibilities, or he simply ignored them because he feels they're not really important to the relationship. The side dude doesn't have much on his plate, and the lady doesn't have much expectations from him, so it's easy for him to score huge points for very little work. While this is going on, he knows that he shouldn't fall in love with this woman. That's why he never wishes for the lady to leave her boyfriend entirely and come to him. Although he might say stuff like, "You shouldn't be with that guy. I'll treat you better if you were my girl." Yeah, I can't do that to you if you were my girl. Truth is, he means none of it. That's just a game, so you could give him a bit more trust and therefore more unrestricted access to the honeypot. He's silently praying that you have more and more problems in your relationship, because if you don't, he doesn't have a job. Even when your man is performing really well, he causes you to raise your expectations of him higher by showering you with more time, a listening ear, and careless romantic gestures. Suddenly the main dude is underperforming. Whenever side man is through with her, he always sends her on her way to meet the main guy. Plot twist. The lady's trust for her man keeps declining, and her trust for the side dude keeps increasing, because this one over here seems to be outperforming the main guy, and this eventually causes a breakup with main guy. In a dramatic turn of events, side dude disappears into thin air, or if he can't run, he begins to manifest hostility towards her. All expectations and responsibilities are now on him. And since the lady would naturally have higher expectations of him, and he's not willing to take up all that responsibility because he doesn't love her, he prefers to end things quickly at this point. And this is how she loses both men. She's single now, and other dudes are waiting in the shadows for the next guy who's going to pick her up. As soon as the next guy comes around, the cycle starts all over again. The only thing that changed is that new guy has a lot more cleaning up to do before he even starts to do his job. Please subscribe. I'm still a small channel. That's the only help I need from you. Thanks for watching.